Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new episode of the Malaga Insiders. I'm Tony, and I'm joined today with Calum. Hey, Calum, how are you doing?
I'm okay, mate. I'm okay. Just the two of us tonight, mate.
Yeah, just the two of us. Chris gonna be here, and Paul gonna make it neither.
Yeah,
So we're gonna make the best out of it.
yeah,
How
yeah.
was your week?
It's been good, mate. It's been busy. Obviously, starting to get really busy at work now. So it's just, yeah, the days are going in quick. So it's good to obviously get a wee break and come on and do this and get a chat with you guys about Malaga, what's been happening. Obviously, the result of the weekend, which obviously wasn't great, but we'll talk about that tonight.
Yep.
But all in all, it's been a good week, mate.
Oh, that's good. Good to hear.
What about you?
Yeah, it was a pretty good week to be fair.
Good man.
Been busy with helping my uncle in the garden. Been studying for my car theory. So yeah, been quite productive.
Busy, busy.
Yeah, busy, busy. So yeah, let's jump into it. And
Go for it.
not the best result over the weekend. Obviously,
No.
we lost 3-2 away at the Almería. We well, we started off quite bad. I think the first half, to be fair, the first 30
Yeah,
minutes were all right. It was kind of even, but then in the 30 minute, I think Almería really put the pressure on,
yeah,
and it was kind of difficult. They even scored a goal that got disallowed, kind of questionable as well. But yeah, so yeah, and then straight off the second half, Ibarra comes in and in the 50th minute scores the 1-0, and quickly after there the 2-0, and that was kind of not looking good. So how do you think about the first hour of the game?
yeah. It's just basically the same as what you said, Tony. I felt that obviously we settled into the game okay, and then obviously after that sort of initial half an hour, you could see they looked very lively on the counter attack. I noticed that whenever they countered with a lot of speed. But again, Tony, they've got good players as well. You know, you look through the team, the big boy Miguel up front, and Barba's a very good player. You know, they're bringing Baptistao off the bench. They definitely you could tell that it was. I felt like they were treating it like a cup final. It was a massive game for them. You could tell the fans were up for it, and that obviously kicked onto their players. But I think once Malaga settled in, obviously going 2-0 down, it's never ideal. You think the worst after that. But I think what we need to do, we need to take a lot of positives for the game. I do think that there was a lot of positives from the game. You know, we did have chances, and to go 2-0 down and come back to 2-2, that shows that that Funes spirit that the team has, that they're never really beaten until, they get that late goal. But the first half an hour for me was yeah, sort of like settled them well. We let them get on top, and then obviously we managed to sort of get ourselves back in the game after going 2-0 down. But it was an entertaining game, Tony. I don't know what you thought about the actual like in game, how the players done, but I just felt that there was obviously good parts and bad parts. But playing away from home, it's one of the things.
Yeah, I think in the first hour, I think we were very, very sloppy. I think a lot of
Yeah,
passing mistakes from players that normally don't do that, like Isa Merino. He didn't have his best
yeah,
game. I think the pitch as well was kind of slippery that affected both sides. So I don't know
yeah,
if that, yeah, it's not as an excuse, but I think everyone kind of like wasn't really playing their best level. I think
yeah,
Rafa had a very, not very good, but he had a very decent first half. But with the
yeah,
yellow card, he was kind of like conditioned by that. So he couldn't really, you could see him holding back in the tackles, what was kind
yeah,
of shame because I really did like how he played midfield. He had a way better game than Isan Merino, for example. He had to be taken off because of that of those early yellow.
yeah,
But then, yeah, the first the 11 wasn't that great. But then he brought them some subs in, Ochoa and
yeah,
Nino, that really changed up the game. So after the 2-0, 4 minutes later, well, first a little bit discussed before, like they both players were gonna come in, Ochoa and Nino, right before the 2-0.
yeah,
So that kind
yeah,
of like ruined that because those were good subs to
yeah,
do, but then he still brings them in after 1 or 2-0 scored, and they immediately change the game.
yeah.
Ochoa as well, really good. Nino, after 4 minutes of coming in, scores a really nice goal from distance. What
Lovely goal.
really brought us back, and then after that, it kind of we went on the attack, and then in the which minute was it? Yeah, and then right on the end, 84th minute, we scored the 2-2 with Haitam really coming in well. Finally,
Yeah,
as well, seeing so happy to see him back on the pitch as well. You could see he was not fitness 100% ready, especially when coming defending, but he's got so much quality, and he scores that lovely 2-2.
yeah, Tony. It's you know what it is as well, mate. It's never easy when you're having to make so many changes week to week. You
Yeah.
know, when was the last time, you know, we're getting a player back, but then there's another player getting injured, or there's another player suspended. And I just think that as much as we've done well to this point, you can see now that that's obviously, I think it is starting to have an effect with the connections with the players in the team. Certain guys are coming in, maybe taking a game or two to get into the swing of things. And I think that's where we're starting to maybe see that disconnect. We say, having to play Joaquin on the right. Obviously, that doesn't help. Izan was out and then he's back in. Rafa was in for a couple of games and then he was out. But regarding to the goal, the 1-2 with Ochoa and Dottor out wide, and then obviously Ochoa drives in, plays that ball into Nino. I don't know what you think, Tony, but at this stage of the season, with the games that we've got left, I think you need to have your best players on the pitch.
Yep.
And for me, Nino can't be on the bench and coming on and doing 20 minutes. He needs to be. So whatever way we need to do it, because we've already got Daniel Lorenzo missing, La Rubia. I mean, they're the creative players. And Nino is your creative player. Whether you're playing him up front with Chupe or you're playing him just in behind Chupe as part of the midfield three, and you can play Izan and Dotoran behind them, who are sort of more defensive players anyway. But we need in that way, and even if you're bringing a Hightem in, you could put Joaquin back on the left, which is his
Yep.
stronger position anyway. And or like you say that you can bring Ramon in because he's looking to get minutes now. I just think we need to try and put our best foot forward now. We've got 6 cup finals, Tony. This is what it is. 6
Yep.
cup finals. The Castellón game at the weekend's a must win. For me, it's a must win. You need to be winning the home games. And I just feel that the stage where we are with the squad that we've got, we can't afford to be leaving guys like Nino or even like a Cho on the bit. These guys need to play. So
Yeah.
I think they will at the weekend, being at home. I think he will be looking to be sort of on the front foot. So I think, but I just think that you can't be leaving your best players on the bench, not at this period of the season when you need wins.
Yeah. And then after the 2-2, we went full for the attack, and I really
Yeah,
believed that we were going to score the 2-3.
yeah,
But then with the last minute 91 goal, Alfonso kicks it out quickly, and Almería recovers it, and then with a really good cross, Baptistao finished it off and scores the
yeah.
3-2.
It's a
But
great goal, Tony. You
yeah,
didn't want to take nothing away. It's a great goal. I mean, great
it's a good
cross.
goal.
What
With
I
the
was,
quality plays they have,
yes,
it's normal as well.
I don't know what you thought of their first 2 goals. The first one, Murillo comes over very well, tackles. The attacker gets the break of the ball, and then obviously plays it. Do you know what I mean? But
Yeah,
any other game, Murillo's winning that tackle. The guy
yeah,
gets the break of the ball, and then the second one for me, Puga. The guy controls it for a ball that's coming in our box, and he's bringing that down and killing it. You can't just be letting an attacker control that in your box, Tony. Defender needs to go and meet that. Puga's standing watching, and then he brings it down, plays it into a Barber, and then it's 2-0. Like, they weren't the great goals that we scored. For me, they were more like Malaga. So, no, a gift, but Malaga were, we didn't help ourselves. The best goals came for ourselves.
yeah. No, definitely, and
They were
as well
definitely
in the
preventable, Tony. They were
yeah.
preventable goals.
Yeah, 100%. And as well in the 3-2, it's you got Rafita covering Baptista. What is kind of crazy
Yeah,
to me because the
yeah.
guy is a big guy, really good in the air as well. And then yeah, it's unfortunately that
He's
I went
and
in.
his
And then right
quality,
after
Tony.
that, we
Yeah,
get the free kick outside the box and brilliantly cross on Chupa's head, who scores the 3-3. But it was just offside, and I couldn't believe it at the start. I was already celebrating, and then I just look back and it's like, nah.
yeah,
So that was really unfortunately because I do think it would have been a good 3-3.
yeah,
But unfortunately, that didn't happen, and we lost the game 3-2.
yeah. It's a game, like you say, we didn't probably getting back to 2-2. I would say we didn't deserve to on the overall look of the match. We didn't deserve to get beat. But here we are. We're
Yeah,
we're sitting on 3 points lost. But I
yeah,
think there's definitely a lot of positive to take. To go there,
hundred
to be
percent.
2-0 down, score 2 goals, guys coming like Hatem coming in. I mean, that was a great goal. The quality of that finish,
Really
you know,
calm. Really just
yeah,
pushes it in the back of the on the far post on the floor.
yeah,
He's got so much quality, but he's done that like the last season as well. Like 2 seasons ago when he came off the bench, scores that bang against Ibiza in the Primera
yeah,
Ref. and then after he got injured again, was so unfortunate. Like if this guy is fit, he is one of the wingers with the most quality in this
Well,
team.
that's
With La
that's good.
Rubia, he's definitely up there. I
Yeah,
just hope he
that's
stays
good,
fit now.
Tony. That's exactly what
So
we want, mate. That's exactly what we need coming in now. We guys like Larubia and Lorenzo and all these other guys. We need guys who have got quality, a wee bit of magic dust in their feet that can produce stuff like that. And Nino's another one who's obviously can do that. So,
yeah,
but yeah, it was definitely a bit of pill to swallow. Obviously losing the way we did, but I think there's a lot of positives, and there's still a lot of football to be played. But let's just obviously analyse the game for what it was. It was a disappointing, obviously loss, but I do think that it's a hard place to go, Almería. They've been flying as well, Tony. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, no, definitely, and that shows as well of like the mentally of this team. Like
Yeah,
even though we're down 2-0, we still come back to a 2-2, and then yes, unfortunately that we lose, but that's what I like about this team. We go for the wins because we could have easily set for like a 2-2 draw, lay back, and then even still concede, like how we've
yeah,
done many times with the under Pellicer. So I do like that we went for the attack, and I felt we were gonna win this game because I felt it, but then it's just unfortunate that it didn't happen.
yeah.
And
Bang
but I
on.
just yeah, it can happen, and sometimes it goes in. Like him against Mirandes, it was the same.
Yeah,
Then it was 2-2. We could have gone defend there, but then we went
yeah,
on attack, and Einar scored the
yeah,
last minute goal. So I do like that we go for the wins,
yes.
uh, and I think that is really big part of this team
Yeah.
success as well. And
I
that
would
is
rather lose like that. I would
yeah,
rather lose like that than lose just by not trying. Like
yeah,
you say, they probably got that goal because we were pushing them forward and
yeah.
we got
We were
caught. Do you know what I mean? We got caught in transition. But like you say, I think it's testament to the team that we're we're 2-0 down, we get back to 2-2, and we're the team going and looking for the winner
yeah,
away to
yeah,
Almería. So I think that, like you say, it shows the mentality of the players. They've got a really good, strong mentality. And I'll take that. I'll take a defeat like that any day of the week, knowing that they gave their best and they tried and they went for the win. 100%.
yeah.
Exact.
And
Yeah.
then Funes at the start of the game, he was before the game he said like he would change the 11. So just quickly want to go over it. Like Alfonso and
Yeah.
Go, Rafit on the right, Montero and Murillo centre backs. I mean Rafit on the left, Pug on the right, then Isan and Rafa. But then Dorio, Munoz, Dottor, and Chupe. But what do you think of that?
Dorio was one for me that was very surprising. And just his general performance in the match, I didn't think was great. Uh,
No.
but apart from the rest, probably like bringing obviously Rafa coming in, probably not really much of a surprise, just given the fact that there's obviously a lot of injuries and suspensions in midfield. Obviously, Wampe just getting injured, and obviously he's out for the season now. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think Dorio was I don't know about you, but it was just like he was just it was a wild card. Just I didn't expect him to be in.
Yeah, I
You
was
know,
telling here on the podcast, like with when I was here with Chris, that Dorio should start now. That La Rubia is out, but to be honest, he did get his chance now, and he did not leave
yeah,
a really great impression behind. I feel like it's just I
yeah,
was seeing him go on a better lineup, but I didn't really like him at all against Almeria, and definitely one of the weak
yeah.
links of the team. Just no creativity out of there,
But
and
this
I
is what
think
we
that
do, Tony. Like, we
yeah,
make our opinion based on. So you're not wrong because when you based your opinion last week, he played well when
yeah,
he came on. Do you know what I mean? So you weren't wrong in what you said.
yeah,
He let himself down against Almeria. He got a big opportunity to come in against in a big game and
real
obviously
playoff test this.
and put a marker down to show Funes that he's capable and obviously a player that can be relied on. And I don't think he done that. I don't think he done
No,
that. I think
no, not at all.
yeah, like Ochoa and Hightem done more when they came on, and they were on less minutes. But I just think that yeah, for me he let himself. I know no player wanted to play bad, but for me he was the one that you could sort of pick out and say that didn't really do his bit to help the team.
Yeah, and then need to also speak about the other part of the game that they got quite heated throughout the
Yeah,
start. Before the in the previa already, when waiting on the buses, there was a lot of tension there with like
yeah,
people got arrested.
yeah,
I don't know much too much because I wasn't there. But then in the game as well, Almeria fans were quiet most of the game, and the only time you heard them on TV were when they were singing
Yeah,
against Malaga.
yeah,
What I don't mind because it's a derby.
yeah,
So, but then at the end, it kind of got heated between players as well. It already started like during the game. There was one point where, uh, what's his name? Chirino, he pushed Nino to the board, and
yes, I
then it
seen that. I
kind
was
of
just going to say
yeah.
that. Yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah,
that's kind of where it already started before, but then it kind of got more heated, and then after it went completely wild,
yeah.
where there was
He
a
was
big
doing a lot of
brawl.
that through the game.
Yeah,
He was coming and try to sort of kick the bag. He was trying to. You could tell he was trying to cause something.
yeah,
There was something up with him. I don't know what his fucking problem is, but he's
no,
running about kicking folk and snarling at people,
yeah,
and you know what I mean. It's like just play the game. And
yeah,
like you said, at the end there, he pushes Nino into the boards for no reason, and then it all kicks off at the end. And then
yeah,
the security, this big, like the fucking size of that guy.
yeah.
Who the fuck was he?
Yeah, he
He
just
was
came on the pitch,
massive.
start pushing Chupe. It was
Yeah.
really as well after the brawl as well. We got two red cards, like Chirino himself.
Okay.
He got a red card and a 2 game ban, and even Ramon got a red card. Like Ramon must be one of the calmest guys in the whole team. For
Yeah.
him to get a red card, is surely it must have gone wrong. I
Guys
wasn't
like
really
him, yeah,
yeah.
but guys like him can't be coming on the pitch, Tony.
No,
Like,
it's
right?
a disgrace. It's that should be stay between players on the pitch. Once it's done, it's done. I think now it's over. I think the players gave it a rest. But
Yeah.
like you can't have like because then what we who's gonna hire the biggest guy on the pitch? Then Malaga will come with 4 next time, and then the other team will come with 5, and then with 6, and then we've got like a whole squad, kind of a whole
It's not
11
that,
of
Tony.
big guys.
His job should be to control his own players,
Yeah,
not to go touching Malaga players.
no,
Your job is to get your staff, your players, your manager out the way. Not to come and put your hands on Malaga players. Even Funes was there trying to break it up, and this fucking man Mountain just turned up and started shoving people right in front of the referee, and the referee just stood there watching. It's like, it was crazy at the end because I watched the in Barber's interview after it, and he kept looking up. So that's when you knew it was still going on. Because during his interview after the match, he kept looking up because there was obviously all that commotion going on.
yeah,
You know how they do the pitch side interview, and that was all still carrying on then. But yeah,
yeah. And
it got took out of control just for people being on the park that probably shouldn't have been.
yeah, no, Almeria got fined. They got fined €600 for 6 unauthorized stuff on the pitch. They can be
Six
off the
hundred
pitch.
euros.
Yeah, it's 100 per head, so
Crazy.
it doesn't really mean it's not a lot for like a team, especially for Almeria's budget
No.
size. And then after the game, Malaga brings out a statement. I think the day after, uh, saying about the fabricated fake tension between the two clubs, and also uh, condemning the social media post that Almeria's English account did. What
Yeah.
I saw is run by I think an Arabic Egyptian account. So basically, the video was for the people who wasn't seen it. It was high time celebration, and they quoted it: "Too much celebration for nothing." What I think
Yeah.
is okay, but it is a lack of respect.
Yeah. It's a bit of
When
gamesmanship, but
yeah,
at the end of the day, I just
it puts
think
more
that
pressure on them because now we can use it
yeah,
in the future if something goes wrong. If like it's not done, they're not promoted yet. Deportivo's still pushing up there for the direct promotion as well. Almeria needs to go away to Granada next week, so it doesn't mean anything yet.
no. And
And
also, they
then
were before the game, Tony. They were on about Malaga. There will be no Malaga fans in the
yeah,
home end and all that. That's where it started. You could tell they were wanting to try and make a situation out of nothing just by
yeah,
coming out with these ridiculous things. Like it is what it is. You didn't want
because then
Malaga
everyone comes
fans
to
in
La
home.
Rosaleda and they can sit everywhere they want with
Well, that's
no
the point.
issue. Almeria fans, when they come, they all sit there. So it's. I don't think that it should be like this. That's something I like about Spanish football compared to like maybe Dutch football. Like you can just
Scottish
go
football,
and sit
yeah. You didn't get
everywhere.
that in Scottish football either.
No,
You would never get
and I
that.
think it's something that not everyone understands, but if you're part of the Spanish football family, I think it's quite important
Yeah,
that we can still do that. Because as a
yeah,
kid, I enjoyed it like that. Like I went
yeah,
to Atletico Madrid Malaga when they were winning the league in 2014, 15, kind of. I think it was.
yeah,
We were
yeah,
there, like between all the Atletico Madrid supporters, me and my dad holding the
yeah,
Malaga flag. There's like a picture in Diario Sur of it,
yeah,
and there was no issue there. We drew a day that day, so they didn't win the league, and there was no issue
yeah.
there. Like easily they could have like start throwing shit at us because we ruined the chance of the league because then they had to play
Yeah,
Barcelona away the final league game. So I do like that that this is happening, that we can do this, and it should not
yeah,
become an issue like for also fans to come to us and also when we go to other
yeah.
places.
Yeah, no, definitely. If it's okay, the club's okay. But I just think that at this stage of the season, Malaga should sort of be setting the same precedent as that. Like
Yeah,
we didn't want any of your fans in the home end, and just give it to our own fans.
yeah,
Because and I hope if we don't get automatic promotion, I still hope and I still feel we can go for that. But if we don't, I'd love to get them in the playoffs.
yeah. No, 100%. I think definitely. I think the players feel the same after the
Set the fucking
after this
record
game.
straight a bit.
Exactly. And to end the Almeria thing, on a positive note, once the team arrived back at 2:30 at La Rosaleda,
That was amazing.
well, a lot of Malaga fans and the Frente Boquerón were waiting there, giving them a pyro show. Einar Galilea commented on that as well today in the press conference, saying that it was
Yeah,
that they already were giving 100%, so they can't give anything more than that. But this will
yeah,
definitely help us motivation. I think
yeah,
the players upload as well. Nino, Isan, Chupe, they uploaded Instagram stories about it,
yeah,
and I do think it's great. And this definitely, the players really feel that we are behind them. Even though we lose
yes,
now, it doesn't matter. Like we're still behind them. We all
yeah.
dreaming the same dream of seeing Malaga back in Primera again after so many years. So it was really nice to see that.
How many teams are getting that after coming home to a defeat, Tony?
Yeah, not many,
Yeah,
especially in
exactly.
Spain.
Yeah,
So it's and it's also not the first time, and it will also not be the last time that we did it.
exactly.
So yeah, let me go quickly over all the results of the
Go
other
for it.
teams of this weekend, and then I will go over the table as well.
Yeah,
So 1 second, I've got it all here. Fixtures. Yeah, so it started off Friday with two games. Real Sociedad beat against Racing
yeah,
Santander. Well, the Racing Santander won 1-3 and they maintained first in the table. Then Las
yeah.
Palmas beat Leganes at home 2-0 on Friday as well. Was not too favorable for us. Then
Right.
Saturday there were three matches due to the Copa del Rey final. Zaragoza played Ceuta 2-2. Castellón beat Burgos at home 3-1 in a clash of the playoffs as well, and they're now above us. And
Yeah,
then Cultural Leonesa lost at home 1-2 to Cordoba. Then Sunday there were five games with Andorra beating Valladolid 1-0 at home.
mhm.
Sporting Gijón continue putting Cadiz back in the floor, or even more on the floor, beating them 3-0 at home. Albacete beat Granada 4-1 at home.
Yeah.
Eibar beat Huesca at home 2-1. And then we lost 3-2, what we just discussed. And then on Monday, Deportivo plays against
Deportivo.
Mirandés,
Yeah,
and they won 3-1. What I saw a lot of controversy with the refereeing. I haven't checked everything out, so I can't really give my
yeah.
full opinion on it. But it didn't look good what I saw.
No, but I think a lot of people are saying that. I think the conspiracy theories are that they want Deportivo back up in La Liga, so
Yeah.
the officials are doing everything in their power to try and help them along the way. And did you see that Cadiz sacked their manager,
Yeah.
another manager? Crazy.
Yeah, it's like they manage it today. I will go over it standing right now, so then we can discuss Cadiz as well.
Yeah,
So first remains still Racing Santander with 68 points. Second, Deportivo La Coruña with 64 points. Third, Almería with 64 points. Fourth, our opponent of next week, Castellón with 61 points. Then we are in fifth position with 60. Burgos sixth, also with 60. Then seven,
yeah,
Las Palmas with 60. And then the other team that's still fighting for playoffs is Eibar with
yeah,
58 points with another win. And then let's quickly go on the bottom teams. So then we've got 18th Cadiz now, 38 points. Real Zaragoza, 19th with 35. Huesca follows them with 33. Mirandés follows them with 33. And at bottom is Cultural Leonesa with 32. So it's still all in play there. Couple of wins for those last team in the bottom. You can easily get out of them, push Cadiz in.
yes,
Same for Valladolid, who's 17th with 40, so they're not fully safe yet neither. So it can still go
yeah,
all the way, even though it looks more easy for them than compared to Cadiz, especially with the run they're on. It's not
yeah. I
easy.
think if anybody's getting pulled in, I think it'll be Cadiz.
Yeah, yeah,
If
100%.
Zaragoza can get any kind of sort of form going, they would be looking at that saying, you know what, this team's on their fucking knees. So let's get a couple of wins in the
Yeah, and
games
next week,
remaining.
I think it's a derby as well. It's Huesca against Zaragoza in Huesca, so
Oh
both
wow.
teams are still all to play for. So
Yeah,
if if it's a draw, they can go to 36 points and just be
Yes.
two behind Cadiz if they lose again. But also West Ham can make it interesting if they win, go to
Yeah.
36. So it can go either way now. It's and Zaragoza could potentially even, I don't know if they won the average against Cadiz, but they could, if Cadiz loses and they win, they could be on same points. What would be good for us because we face obviously Zaragoza the last game
Yeah.
of the season, and hopefully
Hopefully.
they have nothing to play there
Yeah.
because then it's going to be a real difficult. Because I do think
Yeah.
we will play still for everything, and we're not
Yeah.
getting direct
Or we're
promotion in
going to
this
be playing. Yeah.
beforehand,
Like.
and I still we think fight for playoff for the last game of the season.
Yeah. I agree. I think we'll be playing till the last day. Every game from now until the last game's going to be of the utmost important. Every point's going to be so precious. I was
Yeah,
just looking at the. Have you seen the goal difference between us and Castellón? They've got 61 goals, we've got 60, and both have 44 against. So there's like one goal difference. They've scored one goal more than us.
yeah,
Both
we're really
conceded. So
tying with them.
yes,
It's really crazy like how similar we've been doing, especially we go over it in the preview in a bit. But we both sacked our managers in
yeah,
roughly the same time. Both new
yeah.
managers came in and both have been getting good results since then. So
No, you're right. Yeah,
but we'll get more into that later.
yes,
First, let's go over some news. So the breaking news from today that dropped is that Altani and his three sons got now a West warrant out in Europe. So that's good news for Malaga. It means
yeah,
that the court case is moving forward.
yes,
Um, and yeah, it doesn't mean that we will change ownership now or anything like that. It just means that it's just moving forward in a positively
yes.
way.
There's
Jose
progress.
Maria still being in charge, so it doesn't look like that will be closed anytime soon. But at least
Yeah,
they're working on it and they're making
yeah,
steps. It's just going way too slow than how it should be for like a professional football team, in my opinion. Still, like it can't be that. I don't know
yeah.
how long it's been, 6 years now since Jose Maria Munoz came in. So
It's been dragging on for a while, Tony. Yeah,
yeah, it's kind of getting tiring, and everyone's tired of it. We just want
yeah,
to be a normal football club with normal owners that put money in the club. We don't even need millions like Altani did before because we've got our great academy that every year, it doesn't matter who goes, a
yeah,
new one will pop up.
yeah,
So yeah. Then also Copa reported today, Copa Malaga, that Blue Blade lost the court case and they will still need to pay us 600,000 back to Malaga for the whole shirt sponsor drama. It was supposed to be also Juanje on Marca talking about on Twitter that it should be like a roughly 2 million. So it's
yeah,
not too great because we're only getting 600,000 back, but at least we're getting some money back.
yeah.
So that like it's better than nothing.
I just don't understand how they're not having to pay the full amount. You know,
Yeah,
if you've not stuck to your end of the agreement or the contract, surely you have to pay the full outstanding amount. You shouldn't. Like that's not even half, Tony.
yeah. And I think we still have them on their shirts and sponsored as well. So I don't really
Yeah,
fully understand everything that's going on with them. I'm not.
and it's not like a
I
team
haven't
like
followed the
Malaga.
court case.
We're no Chelsea. We can just that's fine. Just they need the money.
Yeah,
That money would be so helpful.
yeah. Well,
So it
with
just
just 2
makes
million,
no
just put it on to Chupa's contract renewal.
exactly.
Yeah, and then as well, Malaga Castellón looked like it will be another sold out. I didn't really expect anything else. Big
Yeah,
game. It's gonna be a full stand, and another report as well that Castellón gave back 200 of the tickets, so
I
that's
seen
nearly
that.
half of
Yeah,
them. So not too many of them will come, but yeah, it will be a really hopefully a sold out Rosaleda. We really need to put the
yeah.
pressure
I
on.
think every home game, like
Yeah,
as I was saying to you, I'm obviously hoping to
yeah,
get.
we really need to
A,
go for the push now. And for Sur as well, they announced that they will do a first recibimiento of the season.
yeah,
So I think it starts at like 8. Everyone goes there, and it will be or 7 or 8. So that will be crazy. And
yeah,
hopefully the police doesn't put like because what they did in playoffs, the first one was crazy. Like when we played against Celta de Vigo Bay at home, they
yeah,
put we could just go next to the bus, slapping a bus, firework everywhere,
yeah,
pyro. It was great. But then the second one, the police just put like fences, so the
yeah,
bus just had to drive past, and we couldn't even be close to the bus.
yeah.
And that
They'll put. Yeah.
against Nasty that was, and that sucked in my opinion. That was not great.
Aye.
It was a shame.
Unfortunately, police will do that. They'll put deterrents up
Yeah,
just to try and make it a bit to make it look like they're trying to make it a bit safer. But at the end of the day, it's a football fixture. This is what the fans, as long as nobody's fighting and stuff, it's just
no.
a bit.
I think they did it because I think against that nasty game against Celta de Vigo at home then in the playoffs, I think someone opened the bus door. I'm not too sure, so Don't quote me on
Yeah.
this.
Any
But I
time you
think
do
that's
something like that,
why they put like the more fences down. But
yeah,
just get rid of the fences. Like nothing really ever happens in those things. So let
yeah,
this just be like just maybe just get people out in front of the bus and still
yeah,
that like this is like this how we should do it.
yeah.
Uh, and then some final news that will be for next season is La Liga will introduce an automatic offside from next
That'll be
season.
better.
Yeah, it
So
will be
much
better.
quicker, Tony. Just get it. Decision done quick. No
Yeah,
going to VAR. Just that's it off
yeah,
offside, and then you can get on with the game. Because it's some of these offside, the time it's taking them to figure out with the lines, and
yeah. And then the
then they're
line's not
going
even right some half of the time. Like
no,
they put like a
because
random line.
and then what they're doing, Tony, they're also going and looking at other things like was there a foul like further back in the play? Do you know what I mean? Before the actual offside incident, and it just takes too long. And even like the with the goals. You can't celebrate goals properly anymore because
No.
everything's got to be checked. And then it's like you celebrate, but then you're not sure. And then once it's given, it just ruins celebrating a goal now.
Yeah, and for still to be many mistakes in there as well. So it's not like the
Yeah,
VAR is 100% efficient.
that's true.
So yeah. Well, let me quickly go over the results of
Yeah,
Femenino and Malagueño before we dive into the preview of Castellón game. So Femenino beat Ginugada Apolinario 3-1 at home. I struggle to
nice.
pronounce that. It was the last home game of the season
Right.
with goal scores of Encarni, Arnacha, and Alicia. They still maintain third in the league, 2 points behind Sporting de Huelva. And next week is the last game of the season away in Cáceres. So they're still third. So that means I don't know exactly how this league works. So what I saw, they're still possible to qualify for playoffs. I don't know if it's kind of like the World Cup where the best numbers three of some of the leagues will go through. So hopefully they qualify for that and they can fight those players. It would be very nice to see them promote
That'd
after
be
their
amazing. Yeah, that'd be a
yeah.
great achievement.
They had a really good season. It's just they kind of
Yeah,
dropped some points at the end, what's kind of a shame because they had like a really good run at one point. So
yeah,
hopefully they win next week and Werba drop some points and they lose
yeah.
and then we can go at least to the playoffs. What they
Yeah,
want to
exactly. Yeah, like you say, it's not even been like defeats. It's just been draws. They just had too many draws at that, at that sort of
yeah.
business end of the
At the
season.
end,
But
yeah. Well, it's
but
a
they've
kind of
had a
a
great
shame because
season.
you need those wins at the end.
Yeah, should be very
And
proud
then
of themselves.
Atlético Malagueño
Yeah,
won 3-2 at home against Atlético Antoniano. The relegated side of Bravo won 3-2 with goals of Marcos Rosas, Perea, and Alexis Chamorro.
good
And they
to see
still
them getting a
maintain
win.
last on the table. And Alexis Chamorro scored a really nice goal. He cut in there. He's a winger with he plays with number 10 on the back, and
Nice.
yeah, I think he's been playing very well in Malagueño this season, and hopefully he gets a chance in the first team
Well,
because
that's
I
it.
do think
I know the team's not been doing well, but you would like to hope that there's still two or three players in there that are
yeah,
still good enough to come up. That's what you want.
and Funes and Bravo were together the coaches before, so I do think they maintain like a good connection, both of them.
Yeah,
And hopefully in the summer, in the
you might see a
preseason, if
couple
it
maybe
would be
coming up playing
Primera
in pre-season.
or
Yeah,
if we stay in Segunda, that some of them come up. I know definitely Pablo, the center midfielder, he will get the first team contract next season. But I
yeah,
don't know if he will go to the first team or I heard that he maybe will get sent out on loan. So I
right.
don't know. Yeah, but he got an assist as well on the 1-0 on Marcos Rosa. So good to see
Nice.
him.
Good, good.
So yeah, well, let's quickly dive into the preview of Malaga Castellón.
Yeah,
To
yeah,
start off, it's going to be kind of a headache for Funes again on the midfield
yeah,
because Rafa got his fifth yellow card and will be sanctioned. And
yeah.
in the little fight at the end of the game, Ramon got a red card, so he won't be playing neither. So both of them are out by sanction. So yeah, that's not too good.
So my question to you then is, what does he do? Will he do what I said and maybe play Nino up front with Chupe, and then we can just keep that midfield? Or what do you think he'll do?
I think he will. Well, if it would be for me, I've got
Yes.
this one of discussion points as well. Uh, would be like Chupe or Nino, or
Yeah.
maybe play them both.
Yeah.
Because the recent form of Nino, it depends all on that. Because if he plays Chupe and Nino, Chupe alone, then it will probably be Dotor, Isan, uh, and maybe Ochoa in the midfield.
Yeah.
But I think he will go for both. I think
Yeah, I
it
think
makes
so.
sense.
And I think he'll maybe just play Nino, maybe not like fully
Yeah,
up top as a two, just maybe playing in like what they would call the number 10. So
yeah.
Chupi up top on his own, Nino just sitting in behind, and then
I
you've
think
got
he
the
will go for
two.
that because that
Yeah,
worked against Las Palmas as well, both of them.
yes,
Then you can have the midfield with Isan and with Dotor.
yes,
Even though Dotor after the game was slightly injured, so
yeah,
hopefully he's fit enough to play. I do
yeah,
think so because if not, we would have heard something about it.
yeah,
So I'm guessing he will play. So then I expect like Ochoa to start. I think
yeah,
Ochoa needs to start. I've got this on discussion
yeah,
as well. Like Ochoa should start. I think after last week game against Almeria and seeing Doris' performance, it's for me the debate is completely over. And for me,
So are
as
you?
long
Are
as
you
La
keep?
Rubio
Yeah,
and Dani Lorenzo are not there, we need someone like
yeah.
Ochoa in the field to for the creativity.
So are you keeping whacking on the right, and you're bringing Ochoa on the left?
Yeah,
Right.
or
Okay.
maybe
Do
swap them
you,
out, swap them
yeah.
both because I think
Do you
Ochoa can
think
play
that?
both.
Do you think there's any chance that he brings a Hightem in after his goal, or do you think he might keep him on the bench, or do you think
I
that he could
think
potentially
I,
start if he's fit enough?
I would love to for him to start, but I don't know how fit he is and how much they want to risk after the like his big injury. Like
Yeah,
if he's fit, if he's 100% fit, then I would yeah, then I would start him.
yeah,
I don't know
yeah,
if I would start him above Ochoa,
yeah.
but I would definitely like move Ochoa into the midfield then and put Haitam on one of the wings on the right and keep Joaquin on the left
I
because
do
he's the right.
think I do think that you're right way starting Ochoa and then bringing Hightem on.
Yeah,
Obviously, like you say, build up
bring
his
his
minutes.
fitness up, bump it up,
Yes,
especially for the last few games of the season
yeah,
and for a potential playoff, depending like how La Rubia. We haven't really heard an update on La Rubia neither.
no,
So
yeah,
so if La Rubia is not fit enough for playoffs, then we need a fit Haitam to bring
yeah,
that quality on the right and Joaquin on the left.
yes,
So and then another point I want to discuss is maybe Montero or Einar because Einar came in the end, so he's back. Would you
yeah.
start him now for Montero or keep Montero as it is and keep those back four with Puga,
I've al-
Montero, Murillo, and Rafita?
I've always been one for that, and I've said this in earlier in the season when I felt, when we were juggling around, Resio was coming in, then Einar was coming in. We were doing there was a lot of different combinations,
Yeah,
and I was always one that said, look, I think that we're not defending properly because we've not got a consistent, the same four defenders. So for me, I like it. I like Einar. I think he gives us good balance, and I think at the weekend there, it showed that Murillo and Montero they played well, but I did see there was a bit shakiness in certain situations when we were coming under pressure. You could see them, so I just think that maybe Einar bringing that experience and bringing a bit more calmness and especially at this end of this point of the season, I wouldn't be angry if they did bring Einar in.
yeah.
Do you know what I
No,
mean, Tony?
I
I
feel the
don't know.
same.
I don't know about you. You might
No, I kind of
disagree.
feel the same. I like, to be honest, Montero's been playing quite well
Yeah,
since Einar's injury, but I think Einar makes Murillo a lot better as well. I
yeah,
think they complement both quite well each other. So
yeah,
I don't mind both.
yeah,
So it depends of how fit Einar is after his injury. But if not, I will kind of leave it still how it is and see how it is against Castellón, and then maybe next week
yeah.
switch it up.
It's always a good option to have as well, Tony. Even if he doesn't start, say we're winning 2-1 or two, bring him on and he can bring, show up, just finish the game, make sure that the defence is solid to, to just to make sure that that we get the win. Bring him on maybe the last 20 minutes, help the defence get over the line. That's also a role he can play as well. He doesn't necessarily have to be starting, but just being that sort of captain off the bench when we need another defender to go in there and just obviously get us through to the end of the match and get the win. I think that's an important role as well. But the good thing is
Yeah,
it's another home game and we need obviously I'd rather be playing at home needing a win than going away for home
yeah.
to get a win.
No,
So
it's definitely a very important game. It's definitely we really need to win because we haven't really won a lot in the last five
no,
games. I think it's only one
yeah, I've had a
against Las
few
Palmas
draws.
and three draws. But none of them are too bad. If I look on paper, I was like after the Almeria game, I just went over
Yeah,
the results, and the only one where I think it really hurt us was the Leganes one. I think that
100%. I
that we
said
should
it
have won that because the
felt like a
Andorra
defeat.
one was alright.
Yeah,
The Depor one was pretty good because that game we really got stumbled on, like
yeah,
not compared to this Almeria game where we did get back well and then
yeah,
we picked up the moment.
yeah,
Uh, but yeah, I think
yeah.
that Leganes game hurt us a little bit more for direct
Big time.
promotion. For playoffs, I think we're still okay.
Yeah,
But for the direct promotion, is that game kind of. But we should have won because we had so many chances. Well, we went over
yeah,
that already, so it's no point
yeah,
of going too back. It's in the past now. But that is kind of the one. If I look at the recent results, there's the Almeria one. We could lose this. It's not a drama.
yeah,
It's a
yeah,
difficult opponent in a difficult stadium against a team that is also like fighting to for direct
yeah,
promotion. So but now I think this one we really need to win, like the Las Palmas game. Those were especially against these direct ones to not
yeah,
lose the to not lose the how you say that in the results between us because we lost away there. I will quickly
yeah,
go over that as well. In our last
yeah.
three games of
The
this
head, the head
this
to head's
Ronda,
obviously important.
yeah,
So they beat
we
us at there,
lost.
but
Yeah,
we
we
need
lost
to,
2-1
yeah,
this season there with the
yeah.
last minute goal, two last goals minutes.
That's right. It
This
was
one.
like that's the one that I was. We were winning, and then all of a sudden, in injury time, we ended up getting fucking
Yeah,
beat. And it's
yeah,
like it's results like that when you're at this point of the season, you're in the playoffs. You look at these games. You look at getting beat with Menandez away from home. You look at drawing with Leganes at home when you should have fucking won. And if you remember rightly, Tony, that Leganes game, all the results,
yeah,
all the teams round about us went in our favour. We just never got the job done.
yeah.
Everybody else, I think Depot dropped points, Santander dropped points.
Yeah, everyone dropped points then. That
Yeah,
was a really
and
good
then
chance to because if I look at it like before, if we would have won that game, we would have been now on well now on 62, so we could have
yeah,
pushed for direct promotion
that's what I'm saying.
if we would have beat Almeria, but that's all to speculation territory.
Yes,
So yeah, then the head to head of the last three games that we had against them is not really in our favor. So
yeah,
this season we lost 2-1. Then last
yeah.
season we beat them at home 1-0 and we lost away 2-0. And then the 2C in the Primera Ref when we had those intense games against them, we also lost both
The thing is, though,
2-1
Tony,
and
as well, they've
1-0.
no played Funes Malaga. They played Pellicers Malaga the last time.
Was
They've
that
no played
PSS
this.
or was that Funes first game still?
Was
Like
it?
one of the I think it was maybe his I think he just got in there. I think that was the first loss of Funes era. But I'm not
Right.
200% sure. Let me
I
quickly
thought
look.
that
I
was
think I've got it
Pellicers, and I
here.
could be wrong, Tony, actually.
Let me quickly check the lineup. I've got it here. Um, no, it was Pellicer still. Yeah, sorry,
Yeah,
but that was the
I thought
first
that.
game. Oh, yeah, but that was their first game of the man I want to discuss now. Pablo Hernandez, who came in a very similar role
Yeah,
as
well,
Funes, going from the
great
B
point.
team, and I thought it was Funes against Pablo Hernandez that game, but it wasn't. So that's my bad. It was one of Pellicer's last
Yeah,
games. Then.
he's similar
Uh,
to Funes. Like what
yeah,
he's done since he came in there.
yeah,
The run they went on is a similar run to what we went on. You know how because he went on a mad they went on a mad run when he came in, and it's just it wasn't until just recently they tailed off a wee bit. But
yeah.
I'm
They had
just
a
looking
really
at
good
the
run, and it started against us. So they
yeah
beat us, then they drew Burgos, and they won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row. Lost
yeah
away at Cadiz, and then they still had a really big streak until end of February, where they
yeah
lost against Racing, then lost against Real Sociedad B and
yeah
Sporting, and since then they haven't lost again. So it's going to be a really tight game. I think it's going to be a very very good game because if
yeah.
you look at their some of their
They're
top
a good
players,
team.
they have Alex Cartal Catalva. I can't pronounce that. I don't know why my Spanish is so bad suddenly. But
Calatrava,
yeah, Calatrava. So he's got 7 assists and 10 goals, and he's been really good for them this season. Same as for the other striker, they have this Camara with
Kamara. Yeah, he's
two
dangerous.
assists
He's the one that
and
yeah
11 goals. And then they have a really great centre back as well with Alberto Jimenez, who is now suspended for this game. It would be good for us, so they will need to play with
yeah.
a defender in the back line. And also their right back, Gene Barea, is also suspended,
Oh
and he's
really?
also been pretty decent. So they've got like two missing pieces in their defense that could be favorable for us because we're a really attacking team. Like I'm more worried about our defense than about their attack. With our attack, I
Yeah.
have no worries anymore.
I was just looking at the players that we had missing when we
Yeah.
got beat 2-1 there. Brazinat was obviously suspended. Chupe was out injured. Nino was injured. Puga was injured. So that's 3 or 4, guys that are starting most weeks for us now that we were missing.
Yeah. We started.
Obviously, Pastor was injured. Luisme was injured. But they're still injured just now. So I'm not sure about Pastor. Is he still injured or is he back now?
Alex.
Ramon was obviously still injured.
Alex is out for the whole season. We got rid of his feature, so we could of his how you say the feature in English, of his paper basically.
So you look at how important Puga, Nino, and Chupi are for us right now.
Yeah.
And they were all missing that game.
I am a little bit worried about Chupa's form recently.
Yeah.
I don't know when's the last time he scored. It was that brace against.
He did have a wee, he did have a wee lolly, yeah.
So he hasn't scored now since the brace against Cadiz was when 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, it's not too bad. There's 5 games dried, so hopefully he can get back in there. Because if not, like if we're still gonna play with one striker, I don't even mind seeing Adrian Nino starting now.
What game was it? What game was it he slipped it just past the post?
Las Palmas.
Las Palmas?
Yeah, that was Las Palmas. When he got that really good touch in the box, straight through them, and that should have gone in. I do think like last game as well, he scored a 3-3 even though it was offside. Yeah. So he's scoring qualities, but I'm not worried yet, but a little bit worried I am because we really need his goals now at the end.
You know what we're missing, Tony, and you'll agree with this: the amount of goals that Larubia was chipping in with. With him not being there now, we're not getting the goals for out wide. I mean, Joaquin's got a couple, but compared to what Larubia was getting like a goal every 1 or 2 games. A goal every 2 games under Funes.
The best form since he played for Malaga, like until his injury. So it's really a shame.
That's going to affect the team, Tony. Taking away that amount of goals is going to affect the team. There's no doubt about it. We're missing some really important players. And the fact we're still in with a shout with no Dani Lorenzo, no Larubia, Chupe's obviously out of form, but he's just not scoring as many as he was earlier on. So to say that he's out of form, probably unfair, but that's how well he was doing. He was pretty much scoring every game.
Yeah, it was a little bit too crazy because we haven't really had like a striker that scored 16 goals a season in a long time. And I saw as well a statistic that out of the top 4 strikers, like were most efficient per minute, number 1 is from Racing, Bijal, I forgot his name now. The guy that used to play for Athletic Bilbao as well.
Villabre.
So he's like the most efficient striker. But then after that is Nino, Chupe, and Jauregui, like goals per minute. So they really up there, the 3 of them. And even Jauregui wasn't now scoring a while, but like he's not even bad shout to bring as well in the end, like in most games. So it's gonna be a really tough game, and then we really need that win. We really need that win to really put ourselves on 64 points.
Yeah. We just need to get as many wins, Tony. We can't.
63 points.
There's only 6 games left. Every game is a must win.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We can't be.
Eibar's getting there. Las Palmas is also getting there. Like we only if the results are not in our favor, we could drop out of the playoffs still. Well, I think it would be a shame, and then would not be deserved after this.
Because every team round about us, Tony, is going to keep winning. Like Almería will probably keep winning. Deportivo will keep winning. Santander will keep winning. We need to keep winning with them. And starting at the weekend, this gives us a chance to give ourselves some breathing space for Castellón as well. We're not just winning and getting 3 points. You're denting their hopes as well, because you're keeping them on 61 points, and then you're going up to 63 points. That's that's a 2-point gap you're giving yourself.
Games as well. Like Eibar plays away against Albacete, who just come for a 4-1 win against Granada.
Yeah,
what's very interesting is Saturday at 6:30. So before we play, is Burgos against Deportivo La Coruña. What could be massively in our favor.
Burgos are a good team at home as well, by the way. That won't be an easy game for Deportivo.
No.
They've got good
And then
players.
after we play at 9, and what's more interesting, Granada plays at home against Almeria, and then Ceuta against Racing Santander. And then Cadiz plays at home against Las Palmas with the new coach. So maybe the new coach comes in with
Hopefully,
some and get a win
yeah.
there, and it could be very good if we win and the results are a little bit in our
Yeah,
favor. We could have a very good weekend because as well, like teams like Las Palmas, Burgos, we have the result in favor. So if we draw on
yeah,
points, they need to get basically one more point than us always. So even if
yeah.
we win on the same point, we will be above them. So it will be great if we can get a good result now. We just need to win, focus on ourselves, and if we just win most of the games, we get there. I'm sure.
Like you say, 6 games left. What, 3 at home, 3 away.
Yep.
And look, end of the day, we're not under any illusion, Tony. This Castellón, they're a good team. They've got good players. You know, the players that I mentioned, Tamara, Barry, Mabel, you know, Santiago. They've also got the boy Jacobson. They've got good players.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're a good team, but so are Malaga. And
Yeah.
that's the thing that we need
And I
to, we
think
need to
that
play it. Yeah, carry on.
Yeah, no, I think most teams look at our place and they also, I think they're very happy that La Rubia's injured and Dani Lorenzo, but even without them, we still got a very strong team there.
This is what I mean. We're doing it without our best players. With no disrespect to the guys that are still available, but when you lose a Dani Lorenzo and you lose a La Rubia for pretty much could be the rest of the season, then you know no other teams. Every other team's got their best players available.
Yeah,
We're in this promotion playoff push where our best players missing. So the fact we're still in there, we're still fighting. It tells you everything about the team that we have, the mentality, and you know I just with the way the seasons went, I think we deserve and we've earned the right to be in that fight.
I definitely think so as well, especially since Funes took over. I think if the league, I don't know if it's anymore, but like last week or 2 weeks ago, it was since Funes started. If the league would have started when Funes was in charge, we would have
Yeah,
been leader.
yeah.
So it says a lot, and the season is a whole season long. So also the bad start counts. But
What
looking
annoys
at the
me as well,
calendar,
Tony,
yeah,
is you wonder if they had like nobody wanted Perisic sacked, but if they had just maybe if they had sacked him maybe when they probably should have, because they did give him a bit longer than most managers would, just
yeah,
based on purely who he was to the club. You know, if Funes got the extra games, where could be possibly have been by now if they
yeah.
had just
He
maybe
was only
pulled.
deserve that PSG got a little bit extra
Yeah, no,
margin
hundred
after what
percent.
he's
I
done
do
for the
agree with
club
that. Yeah,
and all the shit he had to endure from the higher
yeah,
up, from the
yeah,
press. Like he said many times as well, like he would not have done all this if it
yeah.
wouldn't be for Malaga. And so yeah,
And he was fucked by injuries too. You know, let's know
yeah,
he
he
had
was
a
fucked
lot
by
of guys who weren't
injuries,
available to him. It was a shame,
but the results were just too bad that he was
but we're
not.
in a better
And
place
also
now,
the
so
style
it's
of
just
football, yeah.
yeah,
So yeah, well, that's I don't know. You have anything else you wanted to add? If not, we
eh,
can probably end it up here.
yeah. No, that I can think of. I think we've covered everything. I think we've went quite in depth about. Obviously, like we say, we know what we're getting on Saturday. The most important thing is just win at any cost. I'm not
Yeah.
bothered about performances. I'm not looking for the perfect performance now, Tony.
No,
Just get me 3 points, and let's see where we
let's
go
play
from
those
there.
harsh guys and let's just go fully at it, fight what they have
Yeah,
done. So
fucking
I'm not too
yeah.
worried
Let's
about that neither.
go.
It's not like I don't think we have any attitude problem. I don't think it's any of that. I think it's the opposite. I think the attitude is so positive of all the
Yeah,
players in there.
yeah,
Like, and I think definitely though that little when the fans were waiting for them after Almeria game gave them a little boost. Oh, not that they needed more boost, like
yeah,
Ena said today, but I definitely think and especially with the Recibimiento coming up this before the game, and then with the whole stadium behind them,
yeah.
I think the result will hopefully be in our favor.
Do you think with the Rosaleda bouncing that the players feel a wee bit more pressure? Because
I
they
think they feel pressure, but the good type of pressure. I think
yeah, they
they
feed
have a
off it.
pressure that they like that. They like
Yeah,
it's a young group of guys that are all ambitious. They all want to play with Malaga Primera.
yeah,
I don't see any of those players that we have now that are thinking of the future after Malaga.
yeah,
It's not like last season when we had Cordero the whole season. Like,
yeah,
oh, is he gonna go? He's gonna stay? No, none of
yeah,
that. Like, there were some rumors that people saying, "Oh, La Rubia this, Chupe this," but they both did
yeah.
straight to the point. Said no,
Yeah,
it's not making deal. The agents, no one. They all focus on this goal. What is getting
yeah,
Malaga back to Primera,
yeah. No,
and
I
that's
agree,
it.
mate. I agree. I do
Hopefully, you can just
agree.
make the playoffs and just enjoy
Yeah,
nice playoffs. If we lose or not, that hopefully we promote. But if not, like I'm just happy that we're back up this fight again and we're back
yeah.
up fighting for what we deserve. That is being
And
in
it gives you
Primera.
something to build on for next year, even if it doesn't happen this season. But you hope it will, and I honestly think it will. I think when we're either automatic or we're playoff, I think we're definitely good enough to go up. But what I will say is it gives us a great foundation for next season if we don't.
Yep. Yeah, so let's just hope for the best. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
very nervous again. It's been
yeah, me too, mate, me
nerve-wracking the
too.
last games. Since Las Palmas.
I
Before that,
know.
it was all right, but since the Las Palmas, that was the first real final.
Yeah.
The same as Almería, my legs are shaking, everything. And
And
the
it's not
worst is
that.
normally I'm in the stadium, and
Well, that's
then
what
I'm
I'm saying. You'll be feeling it worse because you're no sort of there to like being there and being part of the atmosphere where you feel
yeah,
like you're helping as part of the crowd. You're like me. You're watching from
yeah,
afar.
and it's I don't like it. I want to be in the
No,
stadium feel because my
yeah,
dad is there, all my
that's what
friends
I'm
are sitting
saying.
next to
It's
me.
yeah,
So it's and go to Hermanos Madrid beforehand,
yeah,
where the Giri Army is. I love
yeah,
going there, and I just have so much FOMO now. But
yeah,
I'm getting just way more nervous just because of that. So yeah,
yeah.
if that's it, then I want to thank everyone for listening. I want to thank you, Callum, for joining me
No, I
today.
appreciate it. I appreciate being on, mate. You know, it was always enjoyed coming on. It was really good. Just obviously having just me and you tonight. Obviously, we're a couple of men down, but we're making it
Yeah,
work. And I
yeah,
really enjoyed tonight, mate. I really did. Well done.
yeah.
Good job, mate.
Me too. Normally we give Chris the honors, but I will do tonight. I will give you guys a big fat Vamos Malaga.
That was Malaga.